Hi Soul Tribe, welcome back. I decided that's what I would like to call all my subscribers. You guys are my Soul Tribe. So thank you for tuning in. It's your girl Trending Topic, aka Taylor, and I'm back with another video. So this is just a quick lock update because of course I am going on this lock journey. Do y'all see it? I have my hair up in a ponytail actually because this is my preferred go-to style. Like, I think it shapes my face very well, but over the past few years I've been extremely insecure about wearing like a up ponytail because a lot of you know, but if you didn't, this side is practically bald. It's extremely thin, so I've been very insecure about like wearing my hair up because people can see it more when my hair is up, and also even taking pictures where it's visible or videos. But I decided I have to love me in all of me, and I'm gonna be my most authentic self. So since I love the updos, I'm rocking the updo. Now, I know many of you are probably wondering like what happened, why it is so thin. And I mean, naturally I do just have thin edges and fine hair, but there was an incident that should have never occurred, but it's in the past now and I don't want to really bring that up, so I'm not gonna share that because it can be triggering to people, and I don't want to trigger anybody, especially during these times. I'm really trying to just, you know, find my peace and my balance and also give that to others and kind of respect their privacy. So I'm not going to share that story with you guys, but just know your girl is embracing herself, fully authentic. No, see, no makeup, nothing. But I am 9 months locked, so I can y'all see? I know it's hard to see because of where my light is, oh my gosh, but you see I'm pretty much freeform at this point. I really never do a retwist, but I am debating on doing a retwist soon, so I'll have to post some pictures of that. And then plus my hair is at this like length. This is my least favorite length of hair on me. Like how my hair hangs, it's always been longer in the back and shorter in the front, even though it's even length all around. But just how it hangs, this has always been my least favorite length, whether that's on straight natural hair or curly natural hair, froze, locks. It's just but I love my locks. The products I'm currently using, I do put Blue Magic on my scalp like probably every 2 weeks just to keep it oiled and moisturized in this dry climate. I usually try to spray it with oil and water once a week or once to twice a week, depends on how it's feeling, and I'll spray it. But what I use for locking or twisting it, I use Up North Naturals locking gel, and so far I really like it. I've actually had that product for a while and I really didn't have a purpose for it. I thought I could use it as edge control when I first bought it, and I definitely couldn't. But now that both I and Arvin have locks, I use it to twist our locks and I really like it, but I'm getting low, so probably after I do my next retwist I'm gonna need to buy some more. Besides the point, I wanted to take a moment though, just a moment of silence for both Nipsey Hussle the Great and also my grandmother, because March is both the month that Nipsey Hussle passed and my grandma's birthday. And so my grandma's birthday is actually on March 31st, which is the day that Nipsey Hussle passed. So for me, March has always been like an emotional month. My grandma passed 13 years ago, back in 2007, from cancer, and even though I don't really express like my emotions that well with everyone, I usually kind of just am always upbeat and happy and positive. March has always been a hard month for me, and last year we were getting ready to do like our little balloon release for her, and like right before we were getting ready to do the balloon release, my brother came in and he was like, Nipsey's dead? And I'm like, no, what are you talking about? Like, no, he's not. And so then I got on social media and I started trying to fact check it, and like literally within like 15 minutes everybody started blasting the timelines speaking of the tragic loss of Nipsey Hussle. So for me, that was just really, really a rough day. After that, we did our balloon release for my grandmother, Agnes. You know, I got that tattoo. You can't really see it, but we did that balloon release, and then I started to really process what happened to Nipsey. And honestly, I think I'm still processing it. I could feel a huge shift in energy, at least amongst the people that I communicate with and know through social media. And I really could see how the loss of Nipsey really affected the culture. And so let's just take a moment of silence for those two, if we could. All right, thank you so much for that. And I just want to send blessings and positive vibes just out to everybody, because the loss of a loved one or someone who is socially admired by a large group of people is always really taxing on the soul and on the body and the mind. So I just want to send just positive energy out, you know, blessings always, peace, love, and light. We really need to be taking care of ourselves, our mental health in this day and age. So if you are currently being triggered by the things that are going on, or like me, for you, if you have months where you just kind of have a hard time because it reminds you of someone you love and you miss, take some mindful breaths. If you have an Apple Watch, you know what I'm talking about. Use that Breathe app and take some mindful breaths. If you do not have an Apple Watch, you could just practice breathing in 4 counts. So in through your nose, out through your mouth, just and let it go. Practice that ever so often. Do it for a minute to start, up it to 5 minutes. Just take time to get a little bit more oxygen to your brain and relax and not think about all the stresses and worries of this life. You don't want to live your life being unhappy. You have to choose to be happy and choose to have a greater purpose. But that does start with being more mindful and really meditating on the things that bring you down and make you sad, so that way you can overcome them and you can expand on your knowledge and your experiences and change your perception. Perception is really key to what shapes our experiences. Depending on how you're looking at the situation, you could either take it as like a lesson learned and know that you're growing from the experience even if it didn't turn out how you expected, or you could take it as like, everything bad always happens to me, I never get my way. So really take into consideration your perception on events and experiences, and change your perception so that way you could change your life. I feel like I said that in my last video, but I truly believe it deep down in my heart. Other than that, I really just kind of wanted to tell everybody to exercise, pray, meditate, journal. Like I said, mental health is very important right now, and we need to be taking care of ourselves. So thank you for tuning in. I'm glad I was able to check in with you guys. Peace, love, and light. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.